I was just thinking, my mother is actually, she's probably correct. She's probably correct in some ways, that the older you get, that schizophrenia could get worse, you know. But lots of people are born schizophrenic, you know. Lots of people are schizophrenic, you know. Well, lots of people are schizophrenic, and lots of people like a beer and a cigarette, you know. Lots of people like a beer and a cigarette. Lots of people sit in one position, for example, and they like to sit and be relaxed, you know. But I should wake up every morning and look in the mirror. Like, I forget what I look like sometimes, you know. You know, the point of this video is that everybody like, the world has changed so much. Like, I don't agree with Facebook and Instagram really, because sometimes you're better off not knowing what's going on. Like, isn't it? It's not a bad thing to be in your own world sometimes. You know, I'm just having a beer now and relaxing. You know, what else can I do? What else do you want me to do? You know, honestly, what else do you want me to do? I'm having a beer and relaxing, Alonza, and that was probably somebody actually made that, and they worked hard to make that. You know. You know, there's people out there working. You know. But if I could be a good songwriter if I was allowed to be. But what isn't the government? Because, for example, how do you not know that Bob Dylan was a government agent? So what doesn't the government give me a job writing songs, for example? You know, for all you really know, Bob Dylan was working for the government. For all you really know, just like Eminem. For all you really know, Eminem, Bob Dylan, like, but then, you know, Eminem and Bob Dylan were talented, you know. And Miley Cyrus is talented, you know. They're actually talented. And this was what I don't agree with, is that everything is fucked up now, you know. Everything is fucked up. You know, it's the real criminals they want to catch, isn't it? Rather than the vulnerable people. They'd rather go after the vulnerable than the real criminals that's out there, because even if you're not a criminal, for example, they'll try to turn you into a criminal, and once they get a bit of it's like you're a piece of meat, for example. It's like you're a piece of meat. Even if you're not a criminal, for example, they'll try to turn you into a criminal. It's like you're a piece of meat, for example. It's like you're a piece of meat, and they're just waiting to get their hands on you, like, you know. It's just, you know, the people honestly think, you know, we're all, as far as I'm concerned, we're all the same, you know. As far as I'm concerned, we're all the same and human. I'd like to think I could be with anybody from any country, and they could sit down and have a beer with me. Now, they probably think that my life was brilliant, and look, I had a good life. I still can have a good life, you know. But why should, as far as I'm concerned, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's been designed a certain way. What am I, the world's most hated man? Are they trying to make me the world's most hated man? Is that what the plan is, for example? Do they want to make me the world's most hated man? Is that what they want to do? Because the people that actually met me will turn around and say, do you know what, Andrew is actually a nice guy. He's actually not as bad as they're making him out to be, you know what I mean? It's usually the people that are criminals, and I have a lot of respect for people. Everyone goes down different roads in life. But I'd like to think that I can sit with a beer with anybody, and, you know, you could give someone a hug, for example. Showing a bit of love to someone is not a bad thing. If you give someone a hug or put an arm on their shoulder, for example. the music industry, for example, European music is not bad. You know, because anybody who's, I thought that 2014 was a great year for music. You know, I was in my 20s, but then people from different countries have different interests in music, you know. But it's all kind of general to us, you know what I mean? All the different countries have different interests in music. But as far as I was always concerned, music and sports is what is good for young people, you know, because it doesn't matter what colour you are, what skin colour you are, where you come from. When you're young, for example, depending on your background, maybe you had shit parents, for example, but if you're allowed to be free and young, you'll have an interest in music or sports, won't you? You know, and there's people out there that have shit childhood, for example, and they couldn't give a fuck. They honestly, and you know, for all I know, I could have been born in America. I wish I was born in America, because maybe I would have been made work. It's well for people like Miley Cyrus, for example, who was trained and programmed in America. It's well for Miley Cyrus, who was trained and programmed in America, to become a great music artist and wear the American flag with pride, for example. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I've let down America. You know, as far as I'm concerned, anyone with the name Brady would want to be with flying colours. Anyone with the name Brady would want to raise their head up high and show enormous respect to Ireland and America. You know, because anyone with the name Brady should be raising their head up high and showing that they're Irish American, you know. I don't feel I've let my country down whatsoever. I don't feel it whatsoever, you know. I feel that I've been honest all the way through, and I've only did what I did I've been honest all the way through, you know. As far as I'm concerned, it's well for Miley Cyrus and people from America who grew up there to turn around and say that they're doing the Americans proud. You know, I understand, like, anyone with the name Brady, they'd want to show love and respect to Irish and Americans, wouldn't they? But you know, as far as I'm concerned, people shouldn't be concerned about me, because like, why should they be that concerned about me? Like, you know, I'm nothing special. I never said I was nothing special, and you know, I never said I was nothing special, you know. But I never honestly said I was nothing special. You have to realise that everyone else has been painting pictures, and I've just been sitting and I've been on the ride all along. Everyone else has been plotting and making plans. I've just been sitting in one position, going through day by day. You know, why doesn't the Late Late Show give me an interview on the television? You know, I'm not an actor. People might think I'm an actor, but I'm not. I'm Andrew Brady, like, you know.